Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Bauer and I wanted to go over the requirements for the Unit 2 Water Cycle Lab. So the first thing you're going to do is go up to Content. And then you'll scroll down. Before you complete this assignment, the Unit 2 Water Cycle Lab, please make sure you've completed Lessons 2.01 Water and Oceans, 2.02 the Water Cycle Part 1, and 2.03 Water Cycle Part 2, including this quiz 2.03. Once you've completed all of those items and lessons, then you can take a look at the Water Cycle Lab. The first thing you're going to do is watch this video tutorial, and I'm going to be inserting that as the very first thing in this module. Because I'm recording it right now, it's not there yet, but it will be. Then you're going to go and take a look at the directions. So you'll go ahead and click on the directions. And you can see the directions right here. Let's go over those and then I'll show you how you can download those if you would like. You won't be turning this page in, but you will be using this to help you as you complete this assignment. So the first step is to watch this video tutorial, which you're already doing. The second step is to decide how you want to demonstrate your understanding of the water cycle. Please do not submit a drawing of the water cycle. I want you to complete an experiment or make a 3D model to demonstrate your understanding. I have some ideas for you down below here, but if you have another idea, give it a try. Feel free to run the idea by me first if you want to make sure that it will be sufficient for this assignment. But as long as you're experimenting or demonstrating in some way the water cycle or creating a 3D model of some sort and not just a drawing, you should be fine. If it's something similar to one of these ideas that I've given you, you should be fine. Or if you want to be 100% certain, you can choose one that I have posted down here or email me and let me see what you're thinking. The first option here is a miniature water cycle model. It's a really neat experiment where you put water in a baggie and you put one on the window where it can heat up, and you put one in a darker place where it won't heat up, and it's a great way to watch the water cycle actually happen. B is a water bottle water cycle experiment, which is very similar to the baggie, but maybe you don't have a baggie at home and you do have a water bottle, so it's just a similar but slightly different experiment. C is using a 2-liter bottle where you cut the top and invert it and insert it in the top. And you have water in the bottom and ice in that top section, and it's going to show you the water cycle inside of that bottle. I'm pretty sure that you could use just a regular sized water bottle instead if you needed to. D is a water cycle diorama, and you could get creative with this. You don't have to do it exactly like this video, but something similar, just showing a 3-dimensional model of the water cycle. E is water cycle in a jar. It's very similar to the water cycle in a bottle, but it does include some rock, sand, dirt, and a little area where you can collect the precipitation, and it will form a little bit of a lake, if you will. F is the water cycle demonstration with a cup inside a bag. So it's very similar to the first idea, but it's just the water is contained in a cup instead of free flowing in the bottom of the bag. Or if you Google 3D water cycle demonstrations or water cycle experiments, you will find all sorts of great activities that you could choose from. So feel free to get creative, or maybe you would like to come up with something on your own. I love creativity, so feel free to get creative. I'm just looking for more than just a drawing of the water cycle. Next, you're going to take a picture of you with your project. You will submit this picture to show me what you did. Please do not take a picture of a project from the internet and submit it. The reason I want you to be in the picture is so that I can see that you created it and it's something that you actually did. Step 4 is to complete the water cycle lab report and submit it, including that picture that you took. And I'm going to show you in a moment where to submit that, but you'll go to Tools and Assignments under the Unit 2 Water Cycle Lab Graded Assignment. All right, you can download this document by going to this little cloud here with the down arrow. My pointer tool isn't working quite right today. Or you can actually download it another way. My tools are not working for me, but if you see the little caret right here next to the assignment, you can choose download, and there you can choose to download it as a Word doc. And it's right there in the bottom left corner. I just open it right there. All right, the next thing you're going to do is the lab report. So let's go ahead, we'll take a look at that. You can either, well, you probably will want to download it. You'll either type on it or you can print it and write on it. And we'll just let that get pulled up here. Okay. So, Unit 2 Water Cycle Lab Report. You're going to go through and you're going to answer each of these questions in complete sentences, I should say. The more detail you give me, the more sentences you provide me, the higher your grade will be on that rubric. I'm looking for really clear, detailed explanations, not just a single word, a basic sentence. I want to really be able to picture and understand what it is that you chose to do. So number 1 says, how did you choose to demonstrate your understanding of the water cycle? So you're going to tell me, I decided to make a diorama. I decided to conduct an experiment. Whatever it is you decided to do. What materials did you use? How did you create your project? Describe the experiment and results if you completed one. So this is where I want you to tell me the materials that you needed to gather. How did you create it? Did you use the bottle? Tell me the steps, and then tell me what the results were and what you were able to notice after completing this experiment or demonstration. Number 2, what did you enjoy most about this project and why? This will be very specific to you. And so make sure you use some complete sentences to explain to me what you enjoyed the most about it. Number 3, what challenges did you face as you completed your project? Maybe things didn't go as planned, and usually they don't. And that's totally okay. What adjustments did you need to make, if any? So maybe you had difficulty finding dirt to put into the bottle demonstration, or maybe you didn't have a very sunny day and so the water didn't warm up on the window as much as you had hoped. What did you do to help with that? Maybe you used a blow dryer and you kind of heated it up that way to help simulate the sun, or put a lamp over there to help. What did you do? And number 4, what would you do differently next time to make your project even better? Think about it. What could you do differently in the future if you were to recreate this, or if someone else was getting ready to do it? What advice would you give them? And then number 5, please insert or upload a picture of you with your project. And again, please do not take a picture of a project from the internet and submit it. Please make sure that you follow our academic integrity and that you do complete your own project and take a picture of you with your project. Next, you are going to submit this Water Cycle Lab report, including that picture, to Tools and Assignments under the Unit 2 Water Cycle Lab graded assignment. So let's check that out and see where that is. Before we do that, I wanted you to see how you'll be graded. So you can download this, or you can just take a look by clicking on the link. And the way I'll be grading you is by following these steps. So each question has the ability to get 0 to 5 points. If you are very clear on your description, you will get the exemplary points. If you are basic in your description, you'll get proficient. If you're vague in your description, you'll have emerging. And if you don't include the information, then you will get a 0 on that question. So make sure you do your very best to provide a very clear description of each step, and make sure that you upload that picture. Okay, trying to get back out and my mouse doesn't like me. Once you're done to go to submit your assignment, you'll go right up here to Tools and Assignments. And you'll see where it says the Water Cycle Lab, and it says Not Submitted. We'll click on that assignment and then just go to Add File. And you'll go to My Computer, and from there you'll find where you saved your lab report, and you will upload it from there. I'm just going to exit out and then make sure that you click Submit so that it is submitted. You will then get a confirmation email that you did submit your assignment, and you can double check and make sure by checking to make sure it says submitted. Now, if you are submitting your assignment after the day that it was assigned, the day after assignments are given, 0s are entered to alert students that assignments have not been turned in. That 0 will stay there until I have had the opportunity to grade your project. Please be patient with me. I do have about 200 earth science students that I will be needing to grade their projects. And so I will be getting to yours as soon as I can. Thank you so much, and I am looking forward to grading these. I hope you guys have so much fun with this, and reach out if you have any questions.